The English have a way of saying how do you do like they mean it. You have to presume with the benefit of a doubt that they do. But in the subtle ways, their courtesies reminded me that I didn't belong to their cosmos. I spent 4 months with her in Sheffield, then I spent the other months in your room, helping you to clear up the cobwebs of another enterprise of over-rented bedrooms. 2 weeks without water or electricity. Darkness was my friend as well as it was my distinguished tomb. I came out there for love and deliverance, stranded between the midnight buses that never led me anywhere. And you say that you don't see the truth in art, really? I let myself be drenched into the underground, trapped in the horror of William Blake's ghosts. Their spirits haunt me now. Through my soul, their weary eyes burn, as I was reinventing London. We both came from different circumstances. I never got used to the way you lived, but your friendship gave me everything to hold on to. You were putting your plays out, entertaining your friends, while I was thinking if my pockets were filled, could they be filled with truthful promises? I was thinking seriously about my art, telling her maybe I should be giving it up and let myself be entrenched in the meaningless routines of the dreaded rat race. I just couldn't get it through to you. You had your problems and your blues, but you showed me what friendship could do. Yeah, yeah. I came out there for love and deliverance, stranded between the midnight buses that never led me anywhere. You say that you don't see the truth in art. I let myself be drenched into the underground, trapped within the horror of William Blake's ghosts. Their spirits haunt me now. Through my soul, their weary eyes burn, as I was reinventing London. How do you explain the despair of the drunkard and the ones whose eyes have left their minds? How do you explain a life measured out by midnight fish and chip stalls and the desperate coffee man? The poverty, the puke, the dirty seats, the filthy black robe of Big Ben. How do you explain the long sorrowful walks into the night in the excesses of tourism's evil eye? How do you know if humans really live in there? How do you know if we live at all? How do you know? How do you know if we live there at all? How do you know? How do you know? If I could tell you how much I feel for the downfall of my empires, I wouldn't need these songs or literature to tell you how I appreciate you. Though William Blake's poems have turned to horrifying flesh to me now, so we could go on living ignorantly, never to know. But I can't do that now, cause I have seen the darknesses. But those desperate years of strife has led to beauty, and she will always be in my life, and you will be a friend for all time. You will be a friend, cause I came up there for love and deliverance, stranded between the midnight buses that never led me anywhere. And you say that you don't see the truth in art. Can't you see? I let myself be drenched into the underground, trapped in the horror of William Blake's ghost. Their spirit haunt me now. Through my soul, their weary eyes burn, as I try to make that desperate turn, as I was reinventing reinventing London. Reinventing London. Yeah, in the 90s, I had my first foray into London, and it was really quite surprising because you have this idealized idea of a place before you go there. And I remember when I was secondary school, I did a poem. We used to study William Blake, and there was this poem called London. So I based that song based on that because when I went to London, and I suddenly realized what William Blake meant in the poem, because I've never been there. And it was a real struggle because it was around the time, as in the song says, that I was questioning whether I should keep on doing art because it was just so tough. And back in those days, even when there was very little funding and support, whether I should just carry on doing that or should I just join the rat race, And I guess it's very obvious to you where I am now that I've taken that choice. So that's what the song was about. Okay. So the next song is linked to something new, and you hear it now. Tell me, where do all the souls go to? I need to know. Na 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 na, yeah yeah yeah. Tell me, where do all the souls go to? I need to know, yeah. I need to know if they rise up in space into some divine place. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know, Lord Jesus, if people ever die. I need to know, Lord Jesus, yeah, if people ever die. Or are we all just dead now, waiting to rise, waiting to fly up to this notion of God? Or are we all just dead now, and we need to rise up to this concept or reality of the infinite? Oh, I need to know, yeah, if there is hope for me, yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to know, yeah, 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 if there is truth and love for me. I need to know, and I think that tears are not enough. I need to know, before it goes. I sit for hours at the corner, looking up above, wishing the sky was so blue. Spend my days pointing at the clouds, wishing the sun will engulf me, yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I live my life in fear and trembling, fear and trembling, yeah, yeah, fear and trembling, yeah, yeah. I waste the months deciding if my life is worth looking at the rainbows. Yes, that's what I do. I walk on endless roads that lead to nowhere, thinking there would be a way out of this charade. 'Cause I live my life, fear and trembling, fear and trembling, trembling. And here is where all my shadows fall. This is where I know that you will never answer my call. Where people tell you they understand and they try to help, but your words are falling out like thunder. The words are shattered like yours and they fade to the bluest silence. Yeah, 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 yeah. They fade like the bluest silence. Oh, everything is so blue. The world is blue and you are blue, the bluest silence. Na 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 na. These days I look into your eyes, still warm, but I can't find the answers. These days I look into the world around me, murdered by these undying questions. 'Cause I live my life, oh, in fear and trembling. I live my life in fear and trembling. Fear and trembling, fear and trembling. You could look at it both ways. I mean, you could look at fear and trembling as in Philippians 2:12, working out the salvation in fear and trembling. Or you could look at it from the Kierkegaardian point of view in fear and trembling, where he talks about the whole crisis of faith and struggling with it. And I feel that as an artist, this is exactly what's going on, you know. I mean, you're always struggling with, should I tell the truth or should I not, you know? Should I sanitize what I'm going to say or should I be honest with it? So I guess for someone like myself, I decided to speak the truth and to be sincere in what I do. Like, for example, what you see here is what you get. This is who I am. I'm just a messenger, you know. And you know what Samuel Beckett says, trust the tale, not the teller. So I'm just a messenger, throwing out some truths for you to agree or disagree. And I think that's what songwriters do. So when I was writing this, it was a very crucial, very dark point in my life where, like I said, you either give up on your dreams or you know, you just hang on to them and see what happens and whether you're called to do that. So that was a tough time in my life when I did the Bluest Silence because, you know, like I said, everything was on my own thanks to some of my help from my friends. And I managed to do it. So it's a real privilege to be here to see 20 years of it evolving to where it is now. Slumber that doesn't fall into sleep. It's way past midnight and I'm mercilessly awake. She listens to all that I have to say about losing myself to this savage world of cosmetic make-believe that's winning over my mental health. I fear the night will strip me back and take away my integrity. And Deborah drives me closer to my sanity as I let the lights across the endless highway illuminate me of the dream I had last night, of the terrifying raging sea, and how I let the waves of my failure wash over me. Car trips over endless potholes, the stars are not out tonight, the factories are deserted, so no one knows I'm crying out inside, for there's nothingness within me as she stares at the signs behind the wheels. I tell her I am wondering if I am worth anything. If there was meaning in what I do, then why am I sadder than the millions who put on their happy masks to work? Did they really come home feeling the pain of never having lived? Deborah drives me closer to my sanity as I let the lights across the endless highway illuminate me of the dream I had last night, of the terrifying raging sea, how I let the waves of my failure wash over me. Deborah answers with her silence. She knows that all I needed was a silence to exist. I'm screaming at 3 o'clock in the morning for my soul to be fulfilled of this need to be. She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's a rainbow. She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's a rainbow. Deborah drives me closer to my sanity as I let the lights across the endless highway illuminate me of the dream I had last night, of the terrifying raging sea, and how I let the waves of my failure wash over me. How I let the waves of my failure wash over me.
Gracias.
the army, I didn't know what I was going to do. And in the Straits Times and Life, they used to have these sections where they would print short stories and plays of people that they thought were good. So I remember I had a short story printed. I think it was Rebecca Chua or something. I can't remember. Yeah, that was the editor. It was a short story called Lola War. And basically, it's a story of this army guy that went to Central Point and sat down and saw this very pretty girl, and they got to know each other. And then after that, he went back to camp and he forgot all about her. And after that, I developed that team as a playwright when I wrote Goodbye Jennifer, and it's directed by my good friend Wong Kwong of Coral Society, where I dealt this whole idea of the man and the woman thing, but just that maybe this time was the guy that's a younger guy and the woman is a lot older. And as the years went by, I developed and evolved that, and when this whole idea of the femme fatale woman who sort of like goes through life and seeing her beauty fade away or something like that. And then the last song that I was singing was Sanity. The title of the song is Sanity. It's actually about my friend Deborah, whose camera is over here filming, and she's there. And she was pretty much there during the making of the Bluest Islands, and she's been a good friend, so thank you, Deborah. So this next song dwells in that. So imagine there's this woman sitting there, maybe in her dressing room or something like that, or in an apartment or something, and this is what's going on in her mind. Brushes back her hair, femme fatale style, doesn't try to look at the mirror, then she sees what she doesn't want to see. She's afraid to raise her head like Helen, who had conquered men to destroy. She crosses her legs in the lingerie. She puts her eyelashes on, smoothen the wrinkles with a rouge, to save her from her tired skin. She tells herself, I mustn't wake up anymore. I shouldn't wake up anymore. And she cries, thinking someone else is watching. She thinks about her younger days, when she shone like Joan of Arc. The power to frame her man up on the wall, acting vulnerable, keeping their last in suspense. No one was ever good enough for her. Now stretch marks churn on her weary arms, her wrinkled palms, sleeping in a stranger's bed, trying to preserve what she knew was already dead. She gets up and puts her teardrops on. She gets up and puts her teardrops on. Can't even hear her heart, won't even see the time, can't listen to her mind. She wishes she could touch her soul for a while. And after the party's over, there's nothing left to her smile but a broken smile. She feels like Venus defiled. Yeah, she feels so broken up inside. Yeah. Made her beauty such a curse, she mumbles to herself, putting on her fishnet blouse. She wants to feel her youth again. Tight jeans and a black brassiere, and an attitude of straight infectious nonchalance. She thinks she's waiting for the kill. Married twice, was once a model, her existence now revolves around the escape to in her bed. Yeah. She changes to a skirt to show her legs. She changes to a skirt and made a face. She can't even hear her heart, won't even see the time, can't listen to her mind. She wishes she could touch her soul for a while. Yeah. And after the party's over, over. There's nothing left to her eyes but a broken smile. She feels like Venus defiled. Yeah, 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 yeah. She looks at all the young girls in the firm and sweet bodies. Laugh to herself sarcastically. She looks at all the young girls in the firm and sweet bodies. Laughs to herself sarcastically. It will happen to you one day. It will happen to you one day. It will happen to you one day. She sneers at the young girls with ease. She snuffs a cigarette on the tree, feeling like a universal mother, burdened by the burden of age. She no longer knows her problems. They're too complicatedly woven with the loss of sexual glory. She's afraid of turning 40, afraid of seeing her great hair covering up the sun. Then she thinks about her friends. As some are mothers now, some have vanished, like the charms she used to taste. Was it really an illusion? She asks herself, yes. She's acting now, but the stories are true. She's acting now, but the stories are blue. Why are they so blue? Well, I guess it's because she can't even hear her heart, can't even see the time, can't listen to her mind. She wishes she could touch her soul for a while. And after the party's over, there's nothing left to her eyes but a broken smile. She feels like Venus defiled. Sorry about this. I just want to take this out. Okay. All right. I just want to read out some names to you here. You probably would not have heard of them, but they are people who you should know. Avril Rodriguez, John Tan, Muhammad, your idol who's here, where's Leo? Tan Wei Shen, Letitia Tan, Christine Leong, Sarah Adam, GCG, Christy Pillay, Marina Ahmad, Sherry Yu, Evelyn Gabriela, May Tan, Lim Bi Fen, Lo Hui Shan, Kavita Karum, Ferda Shafid, Xia Sheng Yuan, Christine Chong, and Kiao Yong Jin. And of course, they're all led by a good friend of mine, Mr. Yao Kai Chai. They are all members of the organizing committee for the Singapore Writers Festival. And I would like to thank them all for organizing this festival, and I'm very proud to be part of this. But in tribute to their work, and they didn't expect this is actually something that I planned for. I want to sing for you a song which I think is a fitting song to sing, especially for the Singapore Writers Festival. And I'd like to dedicate to all of you also who believe in love and believe in loving in spite of an imperfect and a very dark world. You may or may not have heard this song, but it doesn't matter, so this is also for you. We hate and we love each other. We fight, make peace with each other. We don't ask why, we don't know why.一個世界充滿神魔，人世的黑暗，這裏是你，是在用來那為了解。我們嘗試對別人真誠，但我們還是常常撒謊。We try to say what we really feel till it makes us cry, and we don't know why. Yes, this world full of mystery and the darkness of man. And what is this mystery that we don't understand? And we are merely humans. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Oh, and we are made of stars that bear the scars we're only human. But that should be enough. 經常的怒火漸漸在燃燒，讓那味道是你燒烤。人們的心被人已撕碎。When will the healing come? When will it come? Na 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 na, na 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 na, yeah yeah. Na 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 na. When will the healing come? And we, you and me, and we, you and me, and we, we're merely humans. And we are made of stars that bear the scars. We're only human. But that should be enough. 我們的世界需要愛，讓那世界需要愛，我們的世界需要愛，無論何個暗部對白。Memerlukan cinta. We're merely humans. We're merely humans. We're merely humans. That should be enough to love. We're merely humans. always find it really hard to write love songs because I find there's so many love songs in the world, and it's hard to develop a theme like that. So I remember when I was growing up, I was reading all this literature, lucky to read this literature, and I used to read a lot of Dante. And Dante likes to use the moon and the stars in the universe as a metaphor for his love for creatures. And I always found this whole idea of creatures so beautiful because it was like this unattained ideal, you know. So I've always been interested then in the stars and the moons and all that kind of stuff. So, well, if you want to know, this is probably, I would say, this is I think one or two songs that I have that actually was built on perfect pen, believe it or not, and I think in those days, and but I don't care about that actually. For me, it's more important that I was happy with what I was doing, you know. So this is as good as it gets for me. Okay. I'm going to start with an intro to a familiar song to some of you before I go into the song. When she passes my way, I start to realize that I can't bring myself to sit right by her side. I realize that she's so beautiful. She's so innocent to me. The lights are on, my eyes can't close. My mind's drifting in the thought of her, I'm drowning. My heart is in her hole. The night grows in like a restless wind. I'm wondering if she's nearer than I imagine. I'm resting in her peace. The world takes away my sight. She brings my mind to shine on everything that's purer than the sky. 'Cause she sheds the light on the stars, pulls me out of the darkness just when I was getting nowhere. Takes the sun into my hands, and I start to understand my undulating sides. When I look into her deep brown eyes, na 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 na, na 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 na. When I look into her eyes, there's nothing I can do or say to stop the night from affecting me. I'm seeking her gleaming perfect smiles. When the hours seem to drag me down, I marvel at what I have found. Her beauty that's within this lonely room. The world takes away my sight. She brings my mind to shine on everything that's purer than the sky. 'Cause she sheds the light on the stars, pulls me out of the darkness just when I was getting nowhere. Takes the sun into my hands, and I start to understand my undulating sides. her deep brown eyes. You may say that I am self-deceived, but I know now that there is hope for all who breathe. 'Cause she sheds the light on the stars, pulls me out of the darkness just when I was getting nowhere. She takes the sun into my hands, and I start to understand my undulating sighs. When I look into, when I look into, when I look into, when I look into, when I look into her deep brown eyes. In my heart there rings a melody. In my heart, in my heart, in my heart there rings a melody. In my heart, in my heart there rings a melody. In my heart, a beautiful brown eyes. Very strange. I don't know whether you all have people in your life who have passed on. I always feel as though sometimes when you lose somebody, it's almost like they never die. They never die because you live, and because you refuse to let them die. Tomorrow will be the 1-year anniversary of my dad's death, which is really, really surreal because my dad was the most influential person. He helped me type my manuscripts for my books. He encouraged me to write. He never said no to anything that I do artistically. And it was very painful to watch him die that way. It was very, very deteriorating. And it really made you question things. You know, suddenly out of nowhere, Samuel Beckett's plays became living flesh. I don't know whether you guys have read Samuel Beckett, but when you read Rockabye and you read Footfalls, you find that Samuel Beckett's plays are all about watching his mother slowly deteriorate and die. And that was how I saw my dad, and it was very, very hard to see. This year I just released 3 new albums dedicated to my dad, Mr. Tan Kong Wee. One of them is, I'm an improvisational musician, so I literally go into the studio with nothing at all. I really am, so when I go in there, I'll just improvise those songs. So if you want to hear it, it's at Bandcamp, Kelvin Tan 1.bandcamp.com if you're interested. And basically, I felt that this is the most sincere way to sometimes to write, because you can't laugh when you're improvising songs. So I came up with this album called My Father, My Heart, dedicated to my dad. Dedicated to my dad, and they are very confessional songs about the experience of watching him suffer and pass away, and also the way of telling him, you will never die, I will never let you die as long as I live, and you will always live in me. So I'd like to dedicate this to any of you here who've lost a loved ones, because I know some of you are my friends who are here, you've lost fathers and mothers or whatever, your girlfriends and boyfriends or whatever. I want to dedicate this to you, and let's hope that we never let the people that we love ever die, ever. So this is a song called Simply My Father. I'm lost again, and I don't know where I'll go. I'm lost again. It seems that no one can help me. I'm losing touch with anything that seems to hurt me, and I don't know where to go. It seems that I am lost in a dialectic that brings me nowhere. And the dust gone into darkness, and the silent words don't speak, and I'm looking for some comfort that isn't there, that isn't there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I feel myself falling to the cracks, and I feel my soul crashing into smithereens. Daddy, you're not there. Daddy, you're not there. And Daddy, you're not there. And Daddy, you're not there. Daddy, you're not there. Understand the struggle, and I don't understand what it means, and I don't understand where it's going. I don't understand where it goes. Is for mercy, that will save me from purgatory, from living too much in the darkness, for living too much from hate. Is for mercy, to free me from this darkness. All I ask is mercy, to free me from this pain. All I ask is for mercy, for some relief, some relief. And where will it come? It comes from remembering you, my Father. It comes from connecting to your soul, my Father. It comes from remembering your goodness. It comes from remembering you. It comes from spiritually embracing you. It comes from being grateful breakthrough for you. It comes from loving you. It comes from trying to be like you. Oh, my Father. It comes from believing in good. It comes from doing good. It comes from celebrating you. It comes from crying over you. It comes from trying to say that I miss you. It comes from loving. It comes from remembering you. God bless you, my Father, till we meet again. Thank you. Some years ago, I sort of like when I was in university. Let me just adjust this mic for a while. It's a bit okay. When I was in university, I remember one of my lecturers talking about how I don't know whether you're familiar with Jacques Derrida, but anyway, he's one of my favorite philosophers. And I remember Jacques Derrida had this amazing ability to take on the persona of different philosophers when he talks about in his lectures. So like sometimes he'll take on the persona of Arthur, sometimes he'll take on the persona of those Dead Masters or Nietzsche or whatever. And when I listened to my lecturer say that, I was very inspired, because I don't know whether, some of you are creative people, and I think creative people feel so much, and right now I'm crying and all that, you just feel a lot, and art is a way for you to escape, to create something. And I remember Paul Auster saying that all artists are damaged people, but I disagree. I think all people are damaged people, But I think the artists just have this ability to create something out of it. So anyway, I imagine what's it like to be different people in the world, people who have different problems in their life. So I wrote this song based on the myth of Icarus. Icarus, as you all know, flew too close to the sun, waxed and fell down. He didn't listen to his dad. And I find that there's a lot of Icarus in all of us. And when I was a child, I read this great poem by W.H. Auden, Music de Bluest, which talks about Icarus. And in 98, to be honest, this is like the 20th year since I've I've released this album, but it's also the 20th year that some of you know I performed in North Korea in 1998 for 2.5 weeks, and I brought the Bluest silence with me over there. And the interesting thing is that when I read this song over there, it suddenly made a lot of sense. So imagine that I'm taking a persona of different people. You listen to the lyrics and you know what I'm getting at. Basically, I wanted to create this whole idea that the world is full of all this suffering, and where is the hope, I dreamed I was Icarus, flying too close to the sun. I found as I fell into the sea that I was not the only one. Covered by a blinding light, bearing burdens for the souls who had lost their way into this hallucinatory world. All alone with my melted wings going down on the road to purgatory, a way that I'd already found. And spreading my withered wings, I plunged into the sea. Icarus had somehow descended on me. And I dreamt I was a tyrant with too much power to extort. destroying the innocent while the depths took their toll. I had no other logic except the hate I felt inside. I had taken precious lives to enhance my evil pride, deceiving myself that I was a holy God. I destroyed the world 'cause somewhere deep inside I died. And secretly I raised my arms in despair at who I came to be. And Icarus had somehow let go of me, let go of me. And sometimes I can almost swear I hear sacred voices in the air, angels crying for me in the city of ruins, where fantasy is entangled with broken dreams, where nothing is really what it seems. A place where nothing holds nothing except St. Gabriel's trumpeted cries. Where life is illusion, where life is delusion, where life is illusion to me. And I dreamt I was helpless with absolutely nothing in my life, world weary and vulnerable with nothing left to hide. Susceptible to evil, downtrodden to the core, not knowing why I was dying or what I was dying for. Isolated from a world that didn't care. All my life was bitter suffering, so meaningless and unfair. Looking up at the sky, I yelled with all my rage, and Icarus just stood there like a burdened sage, like a burdened sage. And I dreamt I was hungry for recognition from the world, for vanity and fortune, fame and worship unheard. Wealth had the power I thought would set me free. Let the poor be perished by the likes of me. I dreamt these dreams and I dreamt much more. I put myself in all these shoes until I didn't know myself. My heart became as troubled as my soul, unaware of the dangers lurking in the mind's lack of control. And emptiness caused my ego up to seek help from within. And Icarus saw my confusion, and he's slowly descending, he's slowly descending. And sometimes I could almost swear I hear secret voices in the air, angels crying for me in the city of ruins, where fantasies entangled with broken dreams, where nothing is really what it seems. A place where nothing holds nothing except St. Gabriel's trumpeted cries. Where life is illusion, where life is delusion, where life is illusion to me. And I dreamt I was the chosen one, my hands outstretched by nails, blood dripping down to earth, my body was assailed. Living for truth and good in a world gone out of control, they finally framed me and destroyed my godly will. I cried out to him above to forgive their treacheries, though I felt the jolts of agonies going down on my knees. Then I heard voices saying, "You rise above all these," and I prayed that I had strength to make the suffering cease. And when I knew I died for love, I looked up at the skies above. But Icarus wasn't there, so I prepared myself to rise. I prepared myself to rise. And if you listen closely, you can hear the angels go. Ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da 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 da. Yeah. Sometimes I can almost swear I hear sacred voices in the air. Angels crying for me in this city of ruins, where fantasy is entangled with broken dreams, where nothing is really what it seems. A place where nothing holds nothing except St. Gabriel's trumpet's cries. Where life is illusion, where that life is delusion, where life is illusion to me. Thank you. You know, it's really hard in Singapore. I mean, there are a lot of people in Singapore who kind of say, they ask this question to me all the time. They say, hey, Kelvin, how you do it, man? How you do so many albums? It's always the same thing. And my answer to them is, I just don't answer it because it's kind of a dumb question, you know. Because if you're interested in what you're doing, you just do it. You just like it. I mean, it doesn't matter whether people like your stuff or not. You just do it because you believe in it. For me, it's a calling. Some years ago, I saw this incredible documentary on Bob Dylan, and I was very, very humbled because I realized from the documentary that, wow, Dylan, as much as he enjoyed some parts of the success, but he was somebody who was just called to make music, and that's why even now, at the age of 75, you know, he's still doing music, he's still doing it, and he doesn't need the money. He does it because it's his calling. So that's very inspiring to me. And as much as the jazz musicians are, I'm very inspired by Coltrane, Miles Davis and company, people like that, who do it because they're dedicated to the craft. So for me, for a long time, I had to tell myself, if I'm going to stay in Singapore, I'm not going to go to New York or wherever, because that's not home, Singapore, so I'm going to stay here. So what will happen if no one has ever heard of me, or no one cares about music? Will I still be doing music? Will I still want to do this? And I said, yes. And luckily I hanged on, because I wouldn't have met you guys here today. So it may have taken a long time, but hey, here we are. You know. So I learned from the masters about that, and I particularly am very moved by people who died really young. Some of them suicidal, incredibly geniuses. Some of them never had their work known. And one of the people that I was very fascinated with was actually none other than the great Nick Drake. And Nick Drake died at the age of 23. We don't know whether it's an overdose or was it intentional or not. And then what happened was that one day I wanted to think about whether I should give up songwriting and just get a job or something, and go into advertising or something like that, you know. And I was sleeping in my room and I had a dream, and Nick Drake was coming to me. Those of you who have listened to Nick Drake, it sort of like sounds like this, you know, or hi Kelvin, you know, that kind of thing. And he said, he was telling me, he says, hey, you know, it's very weird dream. He says, I know that you're suffering, I know you're dying. You don't know where to give up now. I says, but don't be like me. Don't be like me. There's meaning and hope in what you do, and just keep on doing it. I remember waking up and I was like weeping and crying because it was, it was just very moving for me, because I know it wasn't really him there, or maybe it was, I don't know. But it was like very inspiring to me to think that, yeah, you know, maybe there's more to it than just writing music. So that's why for me now, it's just all about living, it's all about life, and if a gift like that comes along, good, you know. If not, then it's all about living, and the art is just part of your life, you know. So I wrote this song. It's actually one of my favorites in the album. And I'd like to dedicate this to any one of you who maybe have been going through some bad times and you want to give up. And this song is saying, well, don't give up, man. Just keep at it and keep your energy going, because there's some meaning to it. Trying to shut myself out of this place, put myself on another realm, far away from all the words that tend to hurt you, far away from the crushing me hand. sense of deprivation that keeps me hanging on, staring at the sun until it keeps me moving on. I feel I'm getting closer to my lost delirium. Yeah, 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 yeah. Na 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 na. I got too caught up between two worlds thinking that I was surviving, until I ended up crashing down with the world falling on me, yeah. I thought too much of whoever felt of me. I let the people get their claws into my sanity, but now I feel like I'm getting closer to my lost delirium, yeah. Da 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 da. Somewhere at the bottom of my heart is a consciousness that's slowly dying. And somewhere there when I'm alive enough at times, I hear Nick Drake's voice crying to me, and he says, don't let go of the sunshine, 'cause there's something more to it. Don't let go of the pure and tender arms, 'cause you pull you through it. Don't go the path I've gone, 'cause it's different for you. Live your songs and do what you got to do. Go ahead and filter out the pain, get closer to your lost delirium. Yeah, 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 yeah. Somewhere at the bottom of my heart is a consciousness that's slowly dying. Somewhere there when I'm alive enough, at times I hear Nick Drake's voice calling to me, and he says, don't let go of the sunshine, 'cause there's something more to it. Don't let go of a pure and tender arms, 'cause she'll pull you through it. Don't go the path that I've gone, 'cause it's different for you. Live your songs and do what you've got to do. Go ahead and filter out the pain, get closer. Get closer to the reason why you were born. Get closer. Don't be afraid, he said. Don't be afraid of anything. Get what you see. He said, gotta get up and go, Kelvin. You gotta believe that one day you'll be fine. You gotta believe there's meaning in life. Don't let go. And he's telling me to tell you all, don't let go. Don't give up on anything. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on meaning. He's telling you and he's telling me to look for your lost delirium. He's saying, look for the reasons why you are alive, why you live, why you survive. Look for your lost, look for your lost delirium. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look for your lost, your lost. your loss. Look for your loss. Look for your loss. Your lost delirium. Your lost delirium.
I always find it really hard to write a love song without the word love. So for a long time I've been challenging myself to do that. And there were a few, when I was a kid, I went to the British Council a lot. I used to borrow a lot of books. And one of the books that I borrowed, which I photostatted the whole thing for a long time, was actually William Carlos Williams' Asphodel. If any of you read it, it's one of the most beautiful love poetry I've ever read. It's incredible stuff. And I was also going through the period where I was listening to all these great singer-songwriters. So actually my album is like an homage to all these great singer-songwriters, I mean, whether it's Dylan, Joni Mitchell, but particularly Jackson Browne, right? He wrote some really brilliant love songs without the word love. So I attempted to write this. As I'm talking about this now, Jackie is not here. She's, my relationship with Jackie is always this promise that we both have to help each other realize each other's dreams. And while I'm realizing my, I wouldn't say dreams, but I'm realizing my vision and my calling here, playing for you all. And she's actually just finished the New York Marathon in New York City, so she's over there now. And I'm really proud of that girl. And I saw a photograph of her among the flowers, and I thought about Asphodel, William Carlos Williams, and I thought about Jackson Browne. I thought I was a child, I don't know where you've heard that, some of his beautiful songs in Live for the Sky. And what came out was this. Na, 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 na. When I think about the distance, I drown myself into the sudden void. I try to picture your honesty in these soliloquies of silence, leaving me so vulnerable to the restless misunderstandings of these broken roads laid bare by my hands, my imperfect surrenders. Oh, I'm lost within these streams of broken highways. And your heart is right above me. And once in a while, the scent begins to enter this room, like the scent of primrose and the morning dew. And I can picture you, dancing in the flowers, with your hair caressing your winsome smile. And I wish that you could stay for a little while. What can I do? Na 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 na. I can't help myself from coming back to you. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
should be incriminated for loving you too intensely, for being jealous and insecure, and tempting you to walk out my door. I just can't help losing my trust inside, 'cause your beauty blows a hole in my pride, and the loneliness cuts me cold like a shimmering rock that has left my soul without a song. Oh, I am lost within these rows of beat up memories, and your light is touching on my window pane, and once in a while the scent begins to enter this room, like the scent of primrose and the morning dew, and I can picture you dancing in the flowers, with your hair caressing your winsome smile, and I wish that you could stay for a little while. What can I do? Now tell me, what can I do? You know why? I can't help myself from coming back to you. Sort of heart-shaped cut of flowers that you pressed for me, faded with the rain. I tried to restore the colors, but my efforts were in vain. Oh, if I had more faith to believe your heart is with me, though I know that deep inside it's true, I just can't believe that love once blue is going through the Milky Way to me and you. Na na na, na 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 na, na 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 na. What can I do? In a while, the scent begins to enter this room, like the scent of primrose and the morning dew, and I can picture you dancing in the flowers, with your hair caressing your winsome smile, and I wish that you could stay for a little while. What can I do? What can I do? I'm so helpless when I'm in front of you, 'cause I can't help myself from coming back to you. I can't help myself from coming back to you. I can't help myself from coming back to you.
Incredible audience, so thank you very much. Well, you know, when I was doing the Bluest silence, I was going through a real rough time, you know, like how to deal with stuff and all that. And so my friend Vincent and I, both of us play in Odd Fellas. He was a bass player and I'm a lead guitar player. He had just got a job already that time, and I was still jobless. And we wanted to get away for the weekend, and he had this small little car. We said, why don't we just drive to Malacca or something like that and have a weekend? And we had a really good time driving down. And what happened was that I sort of like spent some time with him, and suddenly I had this song in my mind about what was it like to be in that car. So imagine yourself, it's very small, I had Su Surgery, I think. And we're driving down the road and going to Malacca. And I'm looking back at all the things that had happened in our lives. And actually the song that inspired me to write this song is actually Joni Mitchell's In France, They Kiss on Main Street. I don't know whether you've heard the song. It's on the Hissing of the Summer Lawn. It's one of the most underrated classic masterpieces, I think. And I just love the album. And I love the Shadows and Light album because it's got the great Jaco Pastorius and Pat Metheny on bass and guitar. And so I wanted to write a song passion about that. So I thought it was a very fitful way to end this session, this song, and also to say that it's a very privilege for me to actually have an audience listening to my music. And this is the first time I've done a gig in, I think, 13 years, to be honest. Last time I was 05 in Esplanade, and I think after that I just disappeared into the wilderness and never came back. Yeah. Still busy doing work. So a lot of people say, why are you not playing gigs? I said, well, I'm too busy making music to PR people to get gigs, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just too busy making stuff up. So, thank you, and as you all know, there will be a question and answer session after this if you're interested, but of course, if you guys are not, you can always go, and I'll be more than willing to answer your questions. I'm more than willing to stay as long as you want, because seriously, I ain't got nothing on me right now, alright? Okay, so, this song, the title of the song is fashioned after the great W.B. Yeats poem, Circus Animals Desertion. The last part is this whole idea of far wrapped in bone, shock hearts. And so the title of the song is Your World Is Shock. Thank you. Let's do a bit of yin yang for you first. 2, 3, 4. There's nothing the lost can do.
feel everything and anything. And we got soul, and it doesn't matter what we wear. It really doesn't matter, does it? We know that deep in our spirits that we can. And it passes you on the way. The highway is an anchor reminding us of how little we have seen. But we all arrive home now, I think. Appropriating destination, yeah. I miss all that you move and fall the longest things you are. The room was built in the minds of the days that we come to die. We're losing our honesty, and wondering that like shoulders, now we're moving from the fire down to a treacherous part of back. Somebody you and I and trying to understand the room. The way it gets tougher than we know. Maybe find salvation. And you turn it up, 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 turn it up. Your world record Thank you, Professor.
Oh, okay. So you have a question?
Yeah, who's it?
I ask now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you're born in London or in New York as a Westerner,
Yeah.
and you could still be doing what you're doing,
Yeah.
performing, doing your art and your music.
Yeah.
But you may probably have a somewhat slightly different life experience.
Yes.
Would you have preferred that to have happened? Yes or no, and why?
No, man. I love Singapore, man. For me, right, there's nothing like living in Singapore for me. I mean, it's home, And also, I travel around the world. But I can tell you one thing, and this is for you also. The trip to North Korea changed my life forever. It really shaped the way I look at things. I came back to Singapore understanding the systems. So a lot of people, they may complain about what's going on in Singapore. Yeah, I mean, we're not a perfect country. But there are a lot of things that we don't see. There's a bigger picture that we don't see that we are blind to. So my attitude is that it's the best possible country for me to live in. I'm very proud to be a Singaporean, I can tell you that now. So I never thought of going over there. I mean, I love New York City very much, only for 2 weeks. After that, I want my my Alexandra Village Wantan Mee. Yeah. So that's my answer to the question. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you.
What's your name? John. Hi. Can I go, John?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
sure.
I'm not gonna ask about your 143 albums.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask, you perform so genuinely to me.
Thank you.
What, after so long, where is it coming from?
Good question, man. Thanks a lot. I think I wrote Fear and Trembling, right? I think the one thing I learned from Kierkegaard's philosophy, if you ever read it, it's difficult to read, but it's worth reading. I think nothing that's easy is worth doing. I think everything is difficult is worth doing. That's how I believe it. And for me, I think it's this whole idea of I don't know about you, but I feel as though a lot of times we're very good at lying to ourselves. We want something, but yet we say that we don't. I think this is a problem with humanity for me, is that we are very bad at being honest to ourselves. So I guess that's what I was trying to do. I wanted to be honest to myself and tell myself, look, what am I doing all this for? Am I making music because I want to tease that girl in the 6th row in a short skirt, Or am I making music because I want to be famous and that kind of thing? So I realized in the end that, darn, first of all, I don't want to tease no girl, right? And the second thing is that I don't really like fame or glam, I think the Singapore Writers Festival community people here will tell you that I'm like really very low profile, This is as high profile as it gets for me. Then I go back into my cocoon after that, So to me, it's like, it really is creating art for its sake, because I really decided that's what I wanted to do. So I think for me, I don't know whether you guys know what I mean, but I think being honest to yourself is a very important thing. You get what I'm trying to say? I mean, being honest and frank. So I think the first thing to ask yourself is, how sincere you are about what you want to do and why you want to do it. What is it that you want to do? And then from there, carve your way towards it. Because I think all of us get hurt by people around us. They say these things to us and all that. But that's human nature. I mean, there are a lot of humans who want to try to put you down. But sometimes they're putting you down because they're jealous of you. You know what I'm trying to say? Sometimes they just want to put you down because they don't want you to succeed. Because just in case you succeed, Like when I was growing up, playing music, right? There's this musical elitism in Singapore I really can't stand. This bunch of musicians who go classical and Berkeley College come on, hey man, I'm a good musician. And then I looked at them and said, you're such a good musician, then come on, 143 albums? Right, where's your albums, So my point is that it's all about work, It's all about making work, it's all about living that work. So if you are sincere about what you want to do, if you want to live your life creating work purely for what it is, right? For me, you'll never go wrong. Still answer your question. So that's how I get my energy from. I get my energy from the fact that I realize this is what I want to do, I'm enlightened by it, and it just keeps me going. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Ruby.
Hi, Ruby. For a session yesterday. So I'm actually very interested in voice improvisations too. And I'm also very interested in avant-garde. And that's one of the reasons why I'm never recognized in Singapore, because everybody wants nice dull melody tunes, and it's not what I do, right? So I've been involved in all these different musics. So in January, I'm going to work with this, who I consider as an incredible video artist by the name of To Han Peng. He's coming out with this great moving image work that's going to be helped by objectives. I'm going to be there to improvise. So you'll see a different side of me. I'm playing guitar with gadgets and not just improvisation. Maybe I'll do some vocalizations. I'm going into the studio to record some more albums soon. I'm not too sure what it's about, but like I said, I'm an improvisational musician, so I'll go in there and I don't know, whatever the muse brings me, I'll go. If that answers your question. The last question, which is the most important question to me, is that, okay, there's this rubbish going on about the Taiwanese strawberry generation. You know what I mean? I like my strawberry with salad, but this is ridiculous. My view is this rubbish. You know why? Because I think the next generation have got so much promise. I taught in LaSalle. Okay, I just lost my job. All right, bunch of clowns up there in a film school in LaSalle decided to cut out a part-time and some other jobs. Anybody's got any job openings for me, right? And I've been teaching students for 16 years, in LaSalle, fine arts and all. And I'm in awe of just how amazingly energetic and incredible you all are. I'm not bullying you here, I really believe it. And I believe that right now what the government needs to do is to go on the ground and to see the amazing potential of these young people. What they can do is freaking amazing. And they are your children, some of you, right? I believe in them, I believe in the youth. And I believe that if someone like me growing up in the 70s, when there was nothing at all, we stick with the darn void decks trying to play Hotel California rather badly, developing our craft. And I'm 54 this year, and I'm coming out with albums, and I have a damn dime in my bank account, and I'm still doing it. If I can do that, how about people like you guys, You know what I mean? So if I can be that example to you guys, amen, man. Amen. Just believe in what you want to do and just do it. You know what I mean? So this is what I want to tell the people of the next generation. The beautiful thing about doing this Brothers Festival for me is I got to meet so many of these people that are so much younger. And I'm very, very amazed by them. I mean, I would love to collaborate with some of them actually, but I don't know how to. You can't go over there and say, hey, let's collaborate, man. You can't do that. You don't want to do stuff like that, But the thing is that I just think there's so much energy, but I think the energy is not being tapped properly. It's not being tapped properly. Actually, part of my calling is to teach art. And that's why I was very upset about being, of not getting the job, because when you teach art, right, you're giving the younger generation hope, hope in creating, hope in making work. And I'm hoping that I get that chance to do that again in some other capacity, even if it's for the government or something, but just to give children or the youth hope that creativity really is very hopeful, and with that, it really makes a difference to society, and I'm hoping that the system here can acknowledge that, Yeah. Did I answer your question? Thank you, Ruby.
Yes, thank you.
Anyone else? Oh, thank you. Anyone else?
Okay, thank you very much, Kelvin.
Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate it.